Question 2, paper 2.2, June 2018. This time we have to draw a flowchart for an algorithm to input numbers. We've got to reject any numbers that are negative and count how many numbers are positive. When the number 0 is input, the process ends and the count of positive numbers is output. Okay, so we have to draw a flowchart. So we need to remember the symbols. It's very important that you're aware of the symbols and their role within the flowchart. So we'll start off with a start, and the first thing we're going to need to do is to input our number. So we'll use the rhombus shape and we will input number. Okay, so we've done that first bit. Reject any numbers that are negative and count how many numbers are positive. So what I'll do here is we'll test the number to see if it's positive. So we'll say is number greater than 0. Okay, and then we're using the decision diamond shape to do that. Is the number greater than 0? Well, if it is, we're going to add 1 to our count. So count equals count plus 1. Now, because we're adding something to this value of count, it needs to have a value within the program. So what we're going to do is we're going to include that here. And again, I've used equals, but we have been using the arrow for assignment, and I'm going to put that in here. Okay, so if you're drawing this in pencil, and like I did, I left a little bit of space because I knew I'd have to go back and do this, but if you don't make it too cramped up and then you think, oh, I need to add something in, it's quite easy to do. So we'll give count, let's use the assignment arrow. Okay, so we've set our count to 0, we've input a number, we've checked it. If it's greater than 0, we're going to add 1 to the count. Okay, and I suppose once we've counted it, we kind of need to go back really and allow them to enter another one. And also don't forget to draw in the direction of the flow of data. So positive number, positive number, positive number. So let's say that the number was they entered 0. So when the number 0 is input, the process ends. So we can do our next one here is number equal to 0. So we're using the equals now because we're comparing number with 0. Okay. So if it is equal to 0, we're going to come here and we're just going to stop. Okay. If the number is not 0, we're going to continue, and actually that should work fine. I think that should work fine. So we need to come back up here, run that through there. So let's say we input -4. So we input -4. Is it greater than 0? No. So we're going to come down here. Is it equal to 0? No. So we come back around. Let's say we input 6. Input number, is it greater than 0? Yes. We're going to add 1 to our count. Input another number. This time we'll put in 0. Is it greater than 0? No. Is it equal to 0? Yes. Stop. Now, some of you are probably shouting at the screen now because I haven't. What haven't I done? Process ends and the positive count of positive numbers is output. So again, if you've done this in pencil in the exam, it's not a problem. We can add that in here, put in our little box, and we will output. And okay, so you should get full credit for putting the value of the variable, but you can also put in quote marks. So let's say there were 3, output the number 3 and positive numbers. So the text in quote is also output, and that should get you full credit. Thank you very much. Oh, and one thing might be an idea: rewind the video to the start, pause it, see if you can work through the solution, and if you can, great. If not, see what you need to remember and then go back and keep doing it until you figure it out. Okay, thank you very much.